As everyone knows, we had our first game on Sunday, and it was a lot of ups and downs. But it's so much to be excited for on this Carolina Panthers team. I know the national media, they're just going to look at it as, oh, this is the Jets and all this kind of stuff. But there were some things that it didn't matter who we were playing. It showed us some things. You have to dig a little deeper, but it did. One thing I will commend Sam Darnold. Started off a little rocky, but he looks like this system actually might be a good fit for him. I know a lot of people. Let me just throw it out there. I'm not one of those Carolina Panthers, fans that think that we just use Christian McCaffrey too much. People said, I heard Carolina Panther fans say that you can't win a Super Bowl with just a running game. That is an absolute farce, because if you look at it, every single team that has won the Super Bowl, except for the Kansas City Chiefs, in the last, let's do 10 years. Let's do 5 years. Let's do 5 years. Because the Patriots teams, so a lot of those teams, it was like a back and forth. Sometimes it was a defensive running game, and then sometimes it was an aired out. But look at those Patriots teams. Use those same Patriots teams as an example. The times when they were just airing it out, they lost. Like, you need a running game. You need when to get to the playoffs. That's fine. You're gonna be this high octane passing offense, whatever. But look at all the teams that actually continue to get past all of that. The Baltimore Ravens, both times that they won the Super Bowl, guess what they won it off of? A great defense and a great running attack. Even the San Francisco 49ers, the ones, they lost both their Super Bowls. The newer 49ers, whatever, they lost both their Super Bowls, right? But guess how they got there? They didn't get it off on Jimmy G. They didn't get it strictly off of Colin Kaepernick. It was off of running game and defense. To say that we cannot win with Christian McCaffrey touching the ball as much as he does is asinine. Because this is why I say that. Because let's say, all right, because usually before the last couple of years, or before last year, really, if you stop Christian McCaffrey, you stop our whole team. Like, we struggle, we can't do anything, all of that. But if you stop Christian, let's say that they zone in on Christian McCaffrey, you stop Christian McCaffrey, we got DJ Moore, we got Robbie Anderson, we got Terrace Marshall, which he looks like he's going to be an absolute stud. And I'm not just saying that. He looks really, really good. We even got Chuba. Like, I don't understand the thinking when a lot of y'all Carolina, oh, we use him too much. Well, guess what? Let's talk reality. We're only going to have him. Let's say if we're looking at the top, the max of his prime, you're only going to have him for about, if we're doing the max, for possibly 5 years. He's a running back. I'm stretching it just by saying that he's going to give us 4 good more years. You have to be realistic. And it sounds sucky, but I would rather use all of it now in the next 3 years. Let's say we get 3 more years of the absolute dominant years of Christian McCaffrey. Then 6 more years of three dominant, and then three we're just carrying him around on with a big contract because he's lost a step. So people that say that, I laugh at. I absolutely don't know. I don't get it. And the way that Chris McCaffrey runs, he doesn't take a lot of hits. Even when he got injured last year, he got injured where it was a faint tackle. It wasn't even a real tackle because he tripped him, when he got in the end zone, and he injured his foot. Like, he doesn't take big hits. He's a smart runner. So if he can live up and give us that 5 years at max, we still sorry, fell down, but we still need to maximize it. We have other weapons. That is absolutely true. But tell me one team that would not abuse their top star. One. Just tell me one. You won't find it. It don't matter if it's a running back, a quarterback, a receiver, a defensive, whatever the case may be. You're not going to find it. And I love Christian McCaffrey. I love CMC. And I'm telling you this because I know that we can win with the way that we were playing. Now, what I will say, a lot of people criticize Joe Brady. Joe Brady is a fabulous offensive coordinator. And I don't understand how all these Carolina Panther fans can be so pessimistic towards him, because Joe Brady, tell me one guy that never played or never coached in the NFL. He's young. Just keep in mind, he's young. He's like 30, 31, 32, 33, something like that. Never coached a day down in the NFL. First year coaching in the NFL. He's got interviews for a head coaching job. Just keep that in mind. Yes, owners can make mistakes, yada, yada, yada. But how, out of everybody, if these owners and these professionals, the people that get paid to hire these people and to do these things, they see something in Joe Brady. They see something in his offense. They see what he is. He's not conservative, because a lot of people try to make it seem like he's conservative, like he was with like Mike Shula, or I forget the other guy. It started with a D, the one that was the one that was with John Fox. But regardless, a lot of people think he's just conservative. No. Now, can he be a tad more aggressive when we're up? Absolutely. Not saying that. Everybody has room to improve. But he most definitely isn't this conservative. Like he's very creative. And just showing you what he did with Christian McCaffrey, or not Christian McCaffrey, I'm sorry, Curtis Samuel. So showing what he did with Curtis Samuel last year just should show you how creative he actually is. Like Curtis Samuel, he got 1,000 yards for the first time in his career. He's been in the league for like 3-4 years. So like, come on now. This is his 5th year. First 1,000-yard season with Christian McCaffrey, because he knew how to use it. He knows how to use his weapons. And the job of an offensive coordinator is, a lot of fans aren't gonna like what I'm gonna say, but a job of an offensive coordinator is not to just do what the fans want. The job of an offensive coordinator isn't just, let's just take deep shots just to take them. The job of an offensive coordinator is to utilize your weapons and make sure if they're a receiver, that they're open. You scheme your receivers and your players open. That is what his job is, and he has done an outstanding job. Now we have to have the quarterback that can hit those throws. Sam, he played like I said. If I gave him a grade, I would probably give him a B, because He missed some open throws. Let's be honest. If I'm going to be critical of Cam Newton when he was doing it, then I'm going to be honest and critical of Sam Darnold. Like, he missed some open throws. But one thing that he didn't do that Teddy Bridgewater did when the game was on the line, because the game was on the line, they were coming back. He finished them. And that's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for. Now, let's just skip over and go to the defense. The defense is probably the most excited I've been about a defense since we had Luke Kuechly and Thomas Davis in the 2015 year. But the thing is, I'm probably more excited about this year than it was the 2015 year because we have young and hungry players. Our defense was, when I say that is something that can translate, it don't matter if we playing Kansas City, it don't matter if we playing, the Dolphins or the Jets or whoever. That's what I mean by when I said it can translate. That can automatically just translate the speed. Like it was one play that, first of all, I don't know what happened to Dante Jackson. He can tackle now, but like it was one play. It was a screen pass to a receiver. And when I say as soon as he touched it, Dante Jackson flew down so fast and hit him. And it was like that all game. And I don't know what happened to Shaq Thompson either, but that number change must have done him, like he must have felt like Superman, because that was not one of the best. That was the best game that he has ever played in the NFL. He had an interception. He almost had two, but he had two pass deflections, an interception. He had a sack. He had tackles for losses. He was just phenomenal. And I have probably been the biggest critic on his contract because I didn't think he deserved it. Now, if he plays like that, then he's getting underpaid. If he plays like that consistently for 17 games, he's getting underpaid. But I don't know if he will. But like that's what I'm saying. It's just one game. I'm not trying to get too high and I'm not trying to get too low. But all the pessimism, I really don't understand. Like, yeah, I really don't get it. This team is in good shape right now to be a surprise team. And that's the other thing. The national media, I hope the national media can continue to just disrespect us. I hope the national media will just still think that we're just a pushover, because that defense, if they play like that against the Saints, I don't care if they're going to dink and dunk with the Saints. If they play like that with the Saints, they're going to turn Jameis back into Tampa Bay's Jameis Winston. Like, point blank. Like, and there's a lot of things that Terrace Marshall, again, I got to give him kudos. He didn't have a big game, but I do think that he's going to have a bigger game. And the thing is, it's surprised. Now, it did surprise me how DJ Moore and is having more chemistry with Sam Darnold. Well, not really more chemistry, but he's getting more targets than Robbie Anderson. Now, I know that I personally think that DJ Moore is a better receiver than Robbie Anderson, but Robbie Anderson only had 2 targets, or 3. He caught 2 balls, and that is not really concerning because, hey, we spread the ball around pretty well. Now, in the beginning, we did go just Chris McCaffrey. But the only thing is, the only criticism I can have for Joe Brady is that the first half, that should have been our second half as well. We didn't do the things we were doing in the first half, and that is the reason they caught up. Now, Zach Wilson, everybody knows that I think he's the best quarterback that came out of this draft. I might sound crazy, but I think he's the best quarterback that came out of this draft. So I'm not really surprised or upset that he came back. You know what we should have done, and we should have continued to put the pressure on their neck and pop it. You know, after the second half or second quarter, like in the second half, we just let off the gas. Now, I will say, oh my God, Brian Burns, Reddick, that defensive line, Derek Brown surprised me so much, and I am so happy if he plays like that. Derek Brown was a force of nature, and in the middle. Like no one, I mean, our run defense, we haven't had a run defense, even in 2015, we haven't had a run defense in like 15 years. Like where, oh my goodness. Fox, I mean, Daquan Jones, you know, Brown, of course. They were flying, and when I say like up the middle, no one was getting anything. I mean, Derek Brown was, oh my God. And he improved his pass rushing. So it's like, oh, that hit that he had on Sam Darnold Zach Wilson, where they had to take a time out because I mean, you could tell he was out of breath. Like he hit him so hard. And the thing that did surprise me though is they're not starting Gross Matos, but another key thing, I've watched this game 3 times. Gross Matos has improved so much from year 1 to year 2. He was pass rushing. He was great. I mean, absolutely great in the running game. I just love this defense. I mean, Reddick and if Reddick and Burns would, because Wilson escaped probably like 4 or 5 times. Reddick and Burns should have had like 2 or 3 sacks a piece. Like, and I'm telling you that this defense, if they continue to go up on the trajectory that they are, it's going to be so great. And I don't know, I love it. Like, this defense is going to be pretty good. Now, the offensive line, it is still a bit of a concern to me. F line, I don't even know how that hold that he had was so egregious. He just grabbed the dude's neck and put him in a chokehold. Like I don't understand. Like that line is atrocious. And Brady Christensen, from what I've seen in the preseason, he should be starting. It's no reason that he shouldn't start. And we saw what Slater was a beast off his line coming in and everything, but we saw what he did with the Chargers. One of the criticisms on Slater is he doesn't have long arms, long enough arms to play left tackle, but he looked absolutely fine. That he was beasting out there. And I think Brady Christensen should be our left tackle, or at least move him over to right and let Moulton play on the left. I know a lot of people say that Moulton didn't have a good game. I've rewatched it. He did not have a bad game like everybody was trying to make it seem. Like I said, I don't know what's wrong with a lot of Carolina Panthers. Like, you can't just be like, as soon as we lost, there was a lot of negativity around it. I don't care if it's the Jets. I don't care if it's, grandma's uncle. I don't care. Like, you shouldn't be that pessimistic over a win. Even if you want to look at me like, all right, these are things we can improve upon, that's fine. But right after the win, no, that is ridiculous. So we got to do better. And before we go, we can talk. Let's talk about this keep pounding. Like, to me, I understand why people are upset. It was you know, one thing though. So like, I don't know. He I get why people's upset, but like people are taking it over the top, right? In the owner and all this kind of stuff. Like it was one game. I mean, hopefully they don't do that no more, because like that is something so petty to be arguing and fighting over. You know, I I mean, like I said, I get why people are upset. But that's pretty much the summary of the game. It was a back and forth game. There was a lot to improve upon, a lot. So don't think that I'm not criticizing them. It's a lot to improve upon, but I still recognize a win as a win. Um, the next game we'll do a little review real quick. The next game we have is the Saints. Now the Saints, like I said, they still have Jameis, but they did look good. They beat the Packers, but to be honest, it didn't look like the Packers was in that game like that. Come on, let's be honest. It did not look like the Packers were in that game. Like Aaron Rodgers, he might be giving them the bird, be like, y'all didn't want to trade me, so I'm going to play that crap. When has Aaron Rodgers ever thrown in double coverage? Since I do not think I've ever seen him throw in double coverage, and especially not twice in the same game. He threw in double coverage where the receiver was blanketed. Like, I don't know. And we'll see how good these Saints are. Because the only thing I will say is it will be a challenge to see how good our defense is, because the Saints has a really, really good offensive line. So we'll see. But boy, I am excited for this year. I am so excited for this year. And if we can beat the Saints, maybe we'll finally get a little bit more respect, you know. But yeah, like this game should be interesting. The Panthers have they have 2 games in the next week, basically, because on Thursday, I think we have Thursday night football. I think it's like the Bucks or something like that. We'll see. But yeah, this is I am so excited. Thank y'all so much. For anybody that's going to support me and to share this, please like, share, subscribe. I forgot to say the whole thing in the intro, but I was just so jacked up and excited because I'm finally got the stuff that I need. I got the equipment that I need, and it is going to be so fun. The next few weeks, I'm definitely going to put out one once a week, but it might be more. It just depends. Like if there's something that's going on or whatever. Like I said, and obviously this week I'll probably put out another one, or well, next week, because I'll probably put out a couple because of the Thursday night game and then the Sunday night or the Sunday game. But thank you guys so much. You don't even understand how much I appreciate everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe. My website is going to be up soon, hopefully back and running. And guys, if you wanna happen to lose weight, gain weight, slim down or whatever you case may be, just look in the description. I have my link. You can buy protein, you can buy things for your children, you can buy a lot of things, and it's really good. Like, and we also are giving away free health and wellness profiles. So if you are interested, just leave a comment and then I will contact you and we was trying to figure out how we can better help you guys. Thank y'all so much. And don't forget, if you're not a Panthers fan, you're not a fan at all. I'm out.